Over 550 lives lost, thousands fleeing their homes. Lebanon is facing its darkest day in nearly 2 decades. Israel has launched new airstrikes on Hezbollah targets in Lebanon, marking the deadliest day since the 2006 war. The strikes have resulted in a grave loss of life, with more than 550 people killed and over 1,600 injured. Hezbollah retaliated by firing rockets into northern Israel, escalating fears of a wider conflict. The international community is in uproar. China, Qatar, and Egypt have condemned the violence and are calling for immediate intervention. The United Nations and France have also urged both sides to cease hostilities and pursue a peaceful resolution. As the conflict rages on, the death toll continues to climb. The Lebanese Health Ministry reports at least 550 deaths and over 1,600 injuries. The situation remains tense, with no signs of de-escalation. The international response has been swift. The United States acknowledges Israel's right to defend itself, but expresses deep concern over the escalating violence. Diplomatic efforts are underway to de-escalate the situation. The UN emphasizes the need for an immediate ceasefire to protect civilian lives and prevent further suffering. France echoes these calls, urging both sides to engage in dialogue. The global community is focused on preventing a wider regional conflict and mitigating the humanitarian crisis unfolding in Lebanon. Speaking of the humanitarian crisis, the situation in Lebanon is dire. Civilians are fleeing en masse, seeking refuge in schools and makeshift shelters. They face shortages of food, water, and essential supplies. Lebanon's fragile healthcare system is overwhelmed by the number of casualties. Daily life in Lebanon is disrupted, flights are suspended, schools closed, and the population gripped by fear and uncertainty. Vulnerable groups, including children, the elderly, and those with pre-existing medical conditions, are especially at risk. International aid organizations are stepping in to provide assistance, but their efforts are hampered by ongoing violence and the challenging security situation. The humanitarian crisis is expected to worsen if the conflict continues, highlighting the urgent need for a ceasefire and peaceful resolution. Lebanon's darkest day is a stark reminder of the devastating impact of war. The world watches with bated breath, hoping for an end to the violence and a return to peace. Stay tuned for more updates on this developing story.